My name is Alexandra Schremer Payen and I work at Sweco in Stockholm and in Sweden, and I'm a lighting design studio manager here. And I got into the field of lighting through one of my teachers when I was studying interior design, and she said, like, the only thing that you do is like orientate luminaires and fixtures, and like you should really apply to Jönköping. And I did, and I was accepted, and then I started my education at Jönköping University and the light design program there. And it was a fantastic experience. Like the second lesson was like you were in a boat rowing, and you had a luminaire, and you were like, this is something. And after 2 years there, I decided to get as much knowledge as possible within the field of light. So I continue studying at Konstfack and at KTH at Architecture Lighting Design program there. And I was sure I wouldn't get the job after. I was like, what will I end up? But I was in fact offered a position quite directly after I finished studies, and I started as a lighting designer in an electrical engineering firm. Our team work with light design in urban areas, in buildings and interiors, as well as heritage sites. We work with facade lighting and light for bridges, and as well as like the development of the concept for our new subway here in Stockholm. And we have a fantastic interdisciplinary team here. I would say that there's no other profession than lighting designers that can combine a combination of visual, physical and biological based experience and knowledge applied to design, technology and health when working with light. I think first and foremost, I believe that our discipline will become more interdisciplinary. Our team at our office consists of architects and landscape architects, industrial designers, light designers, as well as electrical engineers and daylight specialists. But when light gets smarter, it's important that luminaires and fixtures are not just regarded as a tool for communication. Light is foremost an instrument for seeing. Definitely daylight connected to urban planning. When our cities become more and more dense, it is important that daylight and the quality of daylight don't get lost on the way. So people that really inspires me in this field would definitely be Bengt Sundborg and his research on daylight and urban planning and how to orientate buildings to get sufficient daylight and be able to sell these apartments as well. And as well my colleague Majid Miri, who is our daylight specialist. I think every project where the project team connects and work towards like a common goal without like fear or without prestige and make it happen, I think that would be like the projects I'm most proud of. But that doesn't happen in every project. You need to understand your own part in it to make it happen. But I really enjoyed working on the exterior light for the Värtaverket. It's a biomass-fueled power plant where I designed the facade lighting. And it was very challenging to direct the lights because of the building's wrapped, curved brick slates. So it was impossible to get it like completely even and nice because like how light picks up, or how the bricks picks up light. But that was very, very challenging, and it continued for 4 years. And I had a fantastic team working with me. It wouldn't have been possible without them. Another project that I really enjoyed was a design process for a product that I made for a company called Atelier Lyktan together with Johanna Strand. It's a luminaire series that's called Celine, and it was really interesting to see like how the process looks like regarding material, like the loss in material, the economy behind the product, how you can make a profit, and like, yeah, how to like keep the light, the idea of how the luminaire should treat light within, like, through the process. I would say my biggest challenge has been learning when it's time to leave. And the importance of choosing your environment and the people that you surround yourself with. Don't stay too long in a place where your own like core values don't match up with the office. Like during my studies at KTH at architectural lighting design, it was a bit of a like both like a turning point for me, and it opened my eyes for like new experiences in lighting, and it was a very like intellectually inspiring place. And the person that was like really standing out in the classroom each lesson was like Claudia Kappel, and she was really like asking these like really tricky questions. And she had like the most amazing like notebook and like made the most amazing sketches. And well, she really inspired me. And she became one of my closest friends. And Claudia Kappel from Concept Lighting Lab in Tucson, Arizona. As well as another person that's really important for me as well is Shebnem Gemalmash at Arup. And I'm lucky enough to have both of these women as my like closest friends, and like can discuss light and ideas and manufacturers and how the business looks in there, like where they work. Another person that I got to know within the business is Helena Glans. She is an architect, a CEO of an architectural office called Urban Design. And she's like not just super smart and diplomatic, but she really knows business. And it's amazing to work with her. Light inspires me every day, but the key for me was learning to see light and to reflect on how light changes a space. So I think this is something that light designers have in common with like photographers, seeing, reflecting, understanding, and perhaps maybe collecting light memories. I think first and foremost that women are not asked as often as men. They don't get the question. But I do believe that when women get the question and they're asked to do a keynote, they think that maybe they need the perfect skill or be like completely confident in that area before they take on the task. But you will only obtain the skill when you through the challenge. Like I've always had a mantra, like what would a man do? Like when somebody offers me a job or a project, like I will never be fully skilled. I will learn through the challenge. So just go for it. Learn the business, learn how it works, how you can be part of making a profit for a company. It won't be enough to be good at lighting design and know your profession. You need to know business. And then through knowing business and being part of it, you'll give yourself as well as your team an opportunity within the company to grow. I would say get involved in a light community. You will have peers to gain energy from and exchange ideas. And do choose your surroundings really carefully. Choose your environment carefully. Apply for an accreditation. In Sweden we have the organization Swedish Light Designer, Svensk Ljusdesigner. And internationally we have EILD, so organize yourself.